All right, everybody. In this one, new tool to play with. Not a sponsored video. I purchased this with my own money. I have the XP400 Pro coming in also. In order so I can start doing maybe some higher class vehicles like Mercedes and Audi, which the OBD Pro cannot do with its current limitations. So that's why I picked up the IM508. The IM508 is basically the same thing as a 608 minus the diagnostic section. I'm pretty sure that there are a few little options and features that the IM608 has that this one does not. But for key programming, they're pretty much the exact same from what the research that I actually did. So I decided to go with the IM508. Why? Because I still have my my MS908, so I don't really need another diagnostic tool at this time. All right, I have my J2534 programmer and everything, so really this is the way that I went. What I did notice though is that the KM100, which is just a basic little key programmer that you could get, which can do universal keys, which the IM508 was not able to do. Well, they actually added it in. So now we can actually generate and produce universal keys from the IM508. So this little demo of this tool is going to be onto a 2020 CRV. This is a stolen car at a body shop. They got keys. They wanted me to just come in, program it, and I will be on my way after that. So we're going to get started. We're going to click on emo. All right. There's a disclaimer about using the software. Make sure that you guys don't use this for illegal activity. Trust me, if you get caught, the tool is basically scrap at that point. All right. So we're just going to click on accept. All right. We're going to click on VIN and auto detect. It's not going to be able to auto detect. Why? Because the key does not actually work. Okay. So what we are going to be doing at that point is going in and clicking on Honda. So what we're going to do is just click on Honda. This is a 2020 CRV push start. Show you guys the keys. All right. We are going to go into manual selection. Because the system, I don't even know the system. I think it's a type 4 or something like that, but I could be wrong on that. So might as well just go with the names and navigating our way through manually. All right. So we have a CRV. Must be over here. Here we go. CRV. We have a smart key system. We have a push to start or push turn to start. We have a push to start. All right. Like I said, all we have to do is just follow the on-screen prompts. That's all right. So emo status scan. I don't even know why I did that. It won't be able to. Is the ignition turned on by pressing the start button twice? No. Okay. Hold down the start button, which is what we're going to do right now. And it's going to just take and activate everything for us. Or it should. There we go. So the steering lock unlocked. Everything turned on. All right. The ignition is switched on. Please release the engine start stop switch. Press OK. We have to turn this guy off. Where's the off button? I can't remember where the off buttons are. I don't want to kill my battery. So we have a pass, no fault. System check, not normal, normal. Number of smart keys in system 1. There's only one key because this was a stolen car, as I said. So there's only one key that's going to be programmed into it. Basically, whenever you program a Honda, it takes and erases all the keys, and you have to take and go back in and reprogram everything. I wish I knew where the on button was for the climate. Right there. All right, there we go. All right, because my voltage is kind of low. So what we're going to be doing is an all keys lost guide. All right. It's going to say function initializing. We're going to start. Please turn the ignition to the off. Don't press the foot brake and press the engine start button. Place a key to be learned in the vehicle and take all other keys out. All right, so that's what we are going to do real quick. So we're just going to take out the key. Try to do this with one hand for everybody. All right, we're going to take out the other smart key. We're just going to place it on top of the vehicle. Okay. We're going to press OK. Is the ignition turned on by pressing the start button twice? No. pressing down the start button. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're just going to watch the dash. The steering wheel and everything is going to unlock at the same time. All right, now everything is unlocked. We're going to leave it go. I've already did a CRV before for everybody with dual B-Prog, but this is the first time doing it with a the IM508. Whether is a new model, generally refers to model after 2020. It is not. This is a 2020. There are some vehicles where you are going to have to hook up a hotspot or Wi-Fi, all right, in order to get the access to everything. So the registration has failed. Try to add a key again. Please turn off the ignition switch. Don't press the foot brake and press the stop button. Well, that's weird. It's not working. There's a keyless access slot somewhere. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to find something, huh? Well, that's weird. Never had an issue with the OBD prog. Maybe it's just me and insert the original keyless access remote to the keyless access remote slot. All right, well, I guess I'm gonna be looking to see where this guy is, because I do not know. So give me a minute and I will get back to everybody, which is a little weird. I never had this issue with the OBD prog, so. All right, I'll be right back, guys. All right, so I'm just gonna retry this, okay? Is the ignition switched on? Please release the start button, okay? The key is out of the vehicle. Might just because we have low battery power too, I don't know. Weather is a new, generally refers to model after 2020. This is a 2020. So we're gonna click on no. All right, I'm just gonna hold the key next to the button. I'm gonna try something a little bit different. All right. Key programming succeeded. Would you like to program the next one? All right, so I don't know what I did differently, but I really didn't do anything much. I just took the key, I restarted everything, I held the key next to the button. So we're gonna just program the next one. So we're gonna take this one out of the vehicle. All right. Give me a minute. We'll put this one onto the roof. All right. We'll close the door. Key programming, would you like succeeded with it? Yes. All right, so we're gonna try again with the key. All right, we're gonna just hold it here. Place all keys out of the vehicle and place more than 2 meters away. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna place it on top of the vehicle. Okay, so that time it worked. I don't know what I did differently, but all right. So now we're just gonna let this count down. All right. Or we could press OK. How's that? Place the next key to be learned in the vehicle. We'll take the one with the keys again. Give me a minute. All right, or without, no, not that one. We want the other one. Give me a minute. Where did it go? Oh, did I lose it? Nope. All right. Here we go. All right, so I got the other one. So we'll just press OK. No smart key is detected inside the vehicle. Please place a smart key in the vehicle and press OK to proceed. So we're just going to take and put it next to this guy. Maybe the batteries are dead, I don't know. Place it next to the switch. Key program to see. Would you like to program the next one? No. So for some reason, first turn the ignition switch off, which is what we're going to do. Don't press the foot brake and press the engine start. All right, and everything is turning on, as we could tell. All right. Are both keys indicator lights off? Are both the keyless access and immobilizer indicators turned off? This one is. So we'll just click yes. All right. Now we're just going to test our keys afterwards. Please turn the ignition off. We'll do it one more time. All right. Everything is turning on. Vehicle condition check-in. Please turn off the ignition switch. We'll do it one more time. All right. Check all keyless access modes. We'll start the engine. All right, so we're just going to turn this guy off. Lock, lock, unlock. We're good with that. Okay, now we'll just take the other key because we know it locks and unlocks, and the trunk's going to work also. Give me a second. So it just takes a little bit of getting used to, I guess. Different functions from what I can tell, because the OBD prog I never had to put the key next to the ignition switch, but it's a little weird, but that's okay. So this one does work also. All right, let's see if it starts the car. Vehicle starts. All right, give you guys a view of that. Okay, the vehicle is started. Just look at the RPMs. Okay, so let's turn this one off. Make sure that the other key starts the vehicle. Take this one out. Always test your keys. We're gonna make sure that they start the vehicle and everything. All right, so the key is inside the vehicle. All right, this one also starts. All right, and just make sure that we are done with that. Okay, we'll take all the keys out, and now we'll see what the dash says with the keys out. All right, so we are good with that. So what we are going to do now is just make sure that we are going to rescan the emo and make sure that all keys are in. We can physically see that they're all in, but let's just do another emo status scan. There might be another way to do this. Is the ignition? Yes. All right. We'll go through this one more time. And we have number of keys in system 2. All right, so everything has passed. We are good with that. So at this point, we are done with this vehicle. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's a little bit of show of the IM508. It's for sure you're going to see more videos with the IM508. I might switch over from the OBD prog for a little bit. Personally, I love AUTEL tools. So anytime, any chance I get to use them, I will. But that's not to say that if somebody asks me to do a video with the other tools, of course I'll do a video with the other tools. I have no problem with that. It's just that personally, I prefer to use. I've grown very accustomed to AUTEL, so I've been using them for the last 6-7 years, and I've never had any issues except for like my touchscreen breaking. But I think that was more my fault than AUTEL's fault. So that's it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And as always, I will see you guys next time.